Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome to the road to rank number one. It's your boy Grampy back, and I would like to say thank you for all the supporters, the follows, the likes, everything in between. I really appreciate that. And we are on episode 11, where we are getting to that sub 3,000. Can't wait to get there. We ended the last video at 3,301 while we slowly grind, and we start this video off at rank 3,181. And like always, for the people who are new here, we always do a segment called Offline Recap, where we talk about the games that help us climb while we were not filming. We start this game off with this cookie box of Sega Genesis Road Rash. We got 17 achievements out of 25, 165 points out of 300, and we got a 68% completion. This game is going to be a long, tedious one, especially because the music and how the game is designed. We played Art of Fighting for the Super NES. It came out in 1993. We got 8 achievements out of 16 achievements. We got 45 out of 90 points, and we got 50% completion. This game is one of those old school, the computer loves reading your inputs, and it makes it really hard. We also played the game that we've been playing since the beginning of this series, the PlayStation 1 1997 Greatness of Wild Arms. We got 96 achievements out of 156, 479 points out of 1075, and we're 61% completed. We are almost there. 100%, I'm telling you, it's gonna get mastered one day. And we have a new game that we added to this bad boy list right here for the PlayStation 1. We got that good old-fashioned Marvel vs. Capcom. We got 13 achievements out of 75, 70 points out of 575 points, and 17% completion. I love this game, and I can't wait to master it. And then a series that I truly love, but I never got to play the Game Boy Advance version, which is actually a really great game, Metal Slug Advance. We got 6 achievements out of 23, 75 points out of 350 points, and 26% completion. I'm gonna be real, this game ain't gonna get 100% right off the bat. I mean, it's gonna take a little bit of effort. But with that being said, we're going on to game number 1, Art of Fighting for the Super Nintendo. Oh my goodness. So we start off with the hardest character in the game, even harder than the last boss, Todo. This man will read your buttons and beat you down. So I figured out if you try to jump kick him, he's just going to just jump kick you afterwards. So you got to jump kick into him and he'll run into it every time. And then you couldn't jump kick Jack on the second achievement. So I figured out, if I just get him in the corner and just start throwing those elbows and straight punches, he can't get it, because the AI in this game wants to hit you. Like, they really want to hit you. So as you look at this boss with Lee, every time he gets up, he gets hit because he's trying to hit you. So once I start realizing this, I was like, yo, let me turn on the third eye. Let me get really smart with this. And I'm just going to get these guys in the corner. I'm going to hit them and jab them. Now, this next person is King. She is a monster, but I figured out something right here. She hits you with these kicks. At the very end, there's a wait, and you can block and then go back and go for a parry attack or a grab attack. And that's pretty much how you got to play that character. This character, Mickey, is a boxing character. He don't throw kicks. So just go into the jump kick strategy again. Laugh at him while he's falling down. It's jump kick, grab, jump kick, grab. Now, this guy right here, aka Guilekin, that's why I call him John. He is annoying because he will read your buttons even if you are going to do the jump kick strategy, but you're just going to have to be more patient than the AI, and you got to jump kick from a certain distance, then he won't register, because if you're at a certain distance, he'll throw the fireball attack. Now Mr. Biggs over here has one of the best anti-airs in the game. I mean, this dude will stop you anytime you jump in. He'll stop you, just hit you off the ground. So I was like, okay, I figured him out. Let me just drop these elbows on him like this is a 2000 rap song, and it's over. Just throw them bows, Ludacris style, and then hopefully if he's in range, I'm gonna go for the grab, which is the most devastating move. Now, if you watch me fight Mr. Karate here, you'll see how I walk back. It's because I'm trying to get range on him, because he won't throw an attack unless I'm at a certain range. So once I figured this stuff out, I'm like, yo, this is the brain of a speedrunner right here. But it was a fun game. Yo, that was Art of Fighting. It's mastered. It will take you, no joke. You can do it in a day. If you watch the video, you see the cheese, because you got to beat this game with cheese. If you don't play with cheese, this game will read your inputs, stomp you in the dirt, and you won't even get past the first boss. But with that being said, on to the next one. The next one being Marvel vs. Capcom for the PlayStation 1. Now let's talk about this bad boy right here. So many people's favorite fighting game of all times, Marvel vs. Capcom, or at least favorite series. Let's go with that. As you can tell, you see me playing on easy mode. It's not because I can't play this game normal, because I did, but then I realized it takes a lot of extra work, because like I was really slow with combos, and I was like, all right, what's so, and I watched other people who played this in achievements, and they ran easy mode because you're trying to do fast supers, because that's the majority of the majority of the combos, and I mean majority of the achievements, and beat the game. So I realized I'm gonna play on easy mode so I can just spam these abilities and go by real fast. As you can tell with Chun-Li, I blast through the game. I got like 5 achievements with her right off the bat. Then I got into the achievements right here where I was like, this is going to be really tricky, because I know Marvel vs. Capcom has infinite combos. So I started to realize, okay, can I use other people to do combos? And then when I realized that, you saw that. So I did the Weapon X, and then I threw in, and then I did into Berserker Barrage, and so on and so forth. Majority of the time, you're going to be using Morgan for, sorry, I had like a little gas bubble there. You're going to use Morgan for a lot of this. Now here, this is one right here. I use the alternative Mega Man because he can't be knocked down. So when you're trying to do his special, it's just going to knock him down and push him back, and you won't get the full combo. With the Mega Man, you got the charge up. The longer you hold it, the more damage it does. Boom, power up, brought Morgan in. Bam, got the 68. And then Captain Marvel, you know what you're doing. Bring out Morgan. Morgan's going to be doing majority of the combo. Captain America hits her like 3 times. Morgan comes in for the 41, you know. So everybody's like, 3 hits, and then Morgan's like, I got you guys. We're going to get these combos done. With Zangief has to be different. You have to do the summon both of them in there and then do that. Because if you try to do the tag team with Zangief, you're just going to do a 2-hit grab. So I thought about it, and I put it together. I was like, yeah, I'm not as dumb. We did Shadow Lady, do her hyper combo finish with Shadow Lady, aka Busted Lady. With Onslaught, you have to summon a character to get the hyper combo finish. You can do all of his hyper combo finish, but they won't give it to you until you do the summon a character and then do the hyper combo finish. And if you're gonna play this game, this is probably the best character to get some of the harder achievements done, like beat it and don't lose any rounds, and how to beat it without continuing. You only get 1 round each fight with Onslaught. He does little damage, but as you can tell with these 2 achievements, we got superhero, don't lose a round and beat the game without using continues. It's faster this way, and you have a lot of tools to your exposure. Then we did the Marvel team up. That's when you got 1 Marvel character, 1 Capcom character. And Gambit is savage. I did not realize how powerful his special was when you put 2 Gambits together. No Mercy. I didn't understand this because it said No Mercy perform an overkill. I'm like, what's that? And then coming to find out, it's just taunt them after the fight. I was like, you serious? I was sitting here like online looking up like what is overkill in this game. Something I learned about this, you cannot do team combo crossover finish. It won't hit him. It won't hit Onslaught. And Gambit cannot hit crap. His Royal Flush won't hit. And so right here, I'm going to do the Capcom with the Marvel character crossover. And it didn't land the first time. So I'm over here running around like a crazy person, just trying to take enough damage and not die, and trying to get my level 2 up so I can do this ability. Because he blocked it the first time. And I was like, crap. But because you have to kill him. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. He's done. And then we're going to finish this one off with Big Mama Roll over here. There's something funny. I didn't realize it as a young man when I was playing this game in the arcade, is that when Roll does her bit, she shoots rockets from her boobage area. And that was Marvel vs. Capcom for the PlayStation 1. We ended this bad boy with 40 achievements total out of 75, 283 out of 575 points, and 53% completion. Play it on easy, manual, whatever you want to do. It goes a lot faster. You want to work smarter, not harder, and that's what you'll see from me a lot of the times. Also, this game does have 2 achievements that I think is going to be a little hard because the AI is going to be the AI and they're going to read your input, and that's playing it on hard, beating it with a Marvel and a Capcom character. But with that being said, we're going to the last game of the day, and that is game number 3, Resident Evil Survivor for the PlayStation 1. Yo, so I have a new love for this game. Like at first, when I first played this game on the PlayStation, I bought it. Well, I didn't buy it, my mom bought it for me, and it was just like the most frustrating game. I'm like, this is not Resident Evil. It's not what I wanted it to be. But it come to find out it was, it was just different. Where we're sitting here now, we're thinking about with Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village, now we got the first person aspect of this game, and you realize that it started here and on certain games, certain combats, like in not Ninja Gaiden, but Resident Evil Gaiden, they had a first person combat section in the game. And you know what? I really appreciate this game a lot more now, especially after playing a lot more crazier games out there. But come to find out that this game had a light gun mode. I guess you could have used the light gun for this game. If I read that correctly, I might be wrong. But pretty much this game starts off where you kind of go where you want to go. You got the cinema, the arcade, the restaurant, the church. There's different segments. I went the arcade and restaurant route, which means you got to fight the little gorilla monkey security guards. They sound like gorilla monkeys when you kill them. And I'm gonna be honest right here, I didn't know how long this game was. I don't remember how long this game was, but I played it on easy. After I played it on normal, I played a little bit on normal, and I was like, all right, I wonder if I could just get the achievements on easy, because it's still, this game still feels like you're trying to drive a Cadillac in the ocean. And so come to find out the achievements work, and they go really easy. And I suggest if you're trying to get more achievement points or master more games, I would say play this on easy. It makes it a lot easier because Mr. X right here, he won't body you, because you play on normal, he's got like 4 hits and you're done. You're on the ground crying and you start over. But something that a lot of people don't know about this game, if you know, if you didn't, there is no save points in this game. I was trying to play for an hour and then get off like I normally do, give every game an hour. And an hour came in, I'm like, how do you save in this game? I had to stop, went online, and I had to legit pull up the old manual. You do not get to save unless you die or you complete the game. That's the only time you can save. It's completion of the game or you die. And I was like, are you serious? So my kids are coming in the room, Daddy, when are you gonna cook us food? I'm like, baby, I'm almost done with the game. I think I'm almost done with the game. I don't know. She goes, I want burritos. I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. They're coming over here, they're hungry. I'm like, I'm almost done with the game. Like I'm fighting the last boss. And then they all came in the room staring at me like, come on, Dad, save the game. I'm like, I can't save the game unless I die. Because if you die, yeah, you get to save the game, but guess what you got to do? Start from the beginning. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give you some ice cream, some cookies. Y'all want some? I'm gonna give you the biggest stomach ache in the world. I'm gonna spoil you rotten. Just let me finish this game because there's no save points. But a lot of this game is pretty much straightforward. Grab the books, fight Mr. X, and choose your route. Now I love this part right here because this is the greatest dog in history. The greatest video game. Look at that. That dog was so strong it bodied Mr. X. I used to love the hunters. I wish they bring them back in the series, because everyone fell in love with the lickers, because they have such a unique design with the brains and the licking me down tongue action. And come to find out, all these specialty guns, when you're playing on easy, they're good. Like the shotgun's great. I barely used the Magnum. I think I fought Mr. X one time with the Magnum. And but I just used the handgun because the reloading is so fast. You can put like 12-20 bullets in them and then reload and then put another 12-20 bullets in them real fast. Grenade launcher is grenade launcher, Acid grenade launcher I think is the best grenade launcher I had so far because everything was getting ate up. And a real cool thing to keep in mind is taking a slight step back will make a lot of monsters miss you because I guess how they frame the game, the attack falls right where you were at. They never overshoot, so even when the lickers jump and swing at you, if you take a step back, they're gonna miss. Mr. X is such a huge body, I ain't gonna lie. Getting around him sometimes is the most frustrating thing, but you gotta make him turn thin so you can get around him. But once you figure all that stuff out, this game is a cake walk. This boss is fun because he runs. So I was doing, like I said, run past him, and then boom, he's right in my face. But come to find out, all you have to do is before he swings, just run right past to the left of him, away from the claw hand. He's gonna miss every time. And a grenade launcher. And then you get to his last form. He has 3 forms. This form, then he has a open heart form, and then he has, when he gets the Bane juice in him, he gets really buff. But you know, with everything said, it's took me a little bit longer here because I thought I had to go get the little girl, so I ran all the way back to go get her. Couldn't find out I didn't need to. But like, see, defeat that boss without using a continue. Yeah, it's easy because you can do it on easy. Now, if you want to be adventurous and play on normal, go for it. It's gonna be the same thing. Can't save. And if you beat the game on easy, guess what you could do? When you save, you get to keep all your weapons. So we got the final rank, you know, we got an A. We beat the game in 1 hour and 44 minutes. Average rank 83, and we beat it under 2 hours. And they have a lock-on button. I use that for everything. I was like, shoot, I don't care if headshots are the most, but you know what? Getting bullets down range is more important in this scenario. So that's all I did in this, just lock on, shoot, and move. And that's Resident Evil Survivor. Oh, right. And that was Resident Evil Survivor for the PlayStation 1. We got 32 achievements out of 42 achievements. We got 250 points out of 325 points, and we're 76% completed. This game is not as bad as I remember it. It's actually a pretty okay game as I laid out there. Come to find out that you can use a light gun in this game for the PlayStation 1, which I don't think anybody owned at that time. You're gonna have to play multiple times because there's multiple routes to play, and I think that this is a fun little way to play achievements. Also, play on easy. And with that, let's get to the numbers. Okay, we ended this video at rank 3035. We got 11,083 hardcore points, 1,595 achievements achieved, and we have mastered 4 games. And this session's hardest achievement comes from defeating Todo with Ryu. Holy crap, if you could look at that little video in the background, he just beat me with 3 hits. And I was like, and it kept happening over and over until I figured out the cheese. I want to thank everybody for coming to the video. If you like the video, please hit that like, share, subscribe. Go to the RA website and let everybody know that Grampy Back's coming for their ranks. And keep in mind, we got a bunch of projects coming down the line, and I hope that y'all like them when I get there. Take care of yourself, hydrate. See you on the next one. Peace.